and why the entire mission to go to space is here in Huntsville, Alabama. And it's a pretty amazing story, right?
It is an amazing story indeed. I'm Dr. Deborah Barnhart. I'm a retired U.S. Navy captain, and I'm the CEO of the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, home of Space Camp. Houston kind of takes care of the building that is Space Station and trains the astronauts. Huntsville controls all the science experiments. So all of the different scientific researchers, all of that is managed and controlled out of Huntsville. It begins in World War II. Once the German rocket team was brought from Germany to the U.S.
Were they captured?
They were prisoners of peace. The French wanted them, even the English, and the Russians wanted them, of course the Germans still wanted them. And the fact that they voted to come to the United States and they voted to bring their technology to a free nation where they knew they'd be able to pursue their dreams of going to space speaks volumes.
And there's the father of our space program.
Wernher from Braun. From the beginning, he always had his eyes on the stars. He just circumstantially became engaged in World War II when, of course, his country went to war and they called upon him for the expertise that he had. But he always had that vision of the future and that vision of going to the stars. But von Braun also saw that future as important and wanted to be sure that we had a workforce to take us on to Mars. So he was actually walking through this very rocket park a long time ago when the center first opened, and he said to the director, he said, you know, we've got cheerleading camp and band camp and football camp. Why can't we have a science camp? Why can't we have a space camp? So we started Space Camp in 1982, and 750,000 graduates later, they're on their way to Mars.
So far, 7 graduates of Space Camp have gone on to become astronauts. 6 of the 7 are women.
I always thought space camp was, just fun and like maybe get into a pretend ship and touch some knobs, but space camp is really serious.
Well, we like to give a serious and in-depth, realistic, authentic introduction into what astronaut training is like.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, it doesn't fit. Oh, no. My head's too big for space.
Fantastic.
All right, so I am ready for my first mission. What is our first mission?
There we go. Now reach your right arm out. The mission is an EVA, an extravehicular activity on a full-scale model of the International Space Station.
When you're speaking to me from Earth, how many miles away are we?
At any point in time, you're going to be 200 to 250 miles above Earth. Also going 17,500 miles an hour around Earth.
I'm drifting out into space. I feel like this is a really bad production of Peter Pan.
That's why we tether.
Yeah, so we are about to 6.